I don't know if I'll ever label myself as an international star. I'm a comedian who's very successful and lucky to be working in the world internationally. So if you want to get more than a certain amount of people in a room, you only have one venue. I believe there's one more opening up in Pretoria now. But I was in a place where I went, I have to put together a show, and I want to put together a great show. And I remember, funny enough, when Casper Nyovest did Fill Up the Dome, I remember Casper said, you can sell out the Dome and still lose money. And I didn't understand what he fully meant at the time, but it's an extremely expensive venue, and that's the cost of doing business. And so what I've done is, in the pricing of my tickets, I've always made sure that according to what you can afford, you can come to a show. Is it expensive? Definitely. You know, would I do it again? Probably not. You know, but I will say I'm enjoying the fact that we're making history. We, in South Africa, for a long time, have always had that attitude of, oh wow, these tickets are expensive for a South African, and yet when an international artist comes here, I don't see anybody complaining about the price of their tickets when it's 4,000, 5,000 rand a ticket. And so I don't ever want to be in that place where I'm charging people a lot of money, and I've worked very hard to keep my costs as low as possible. I work with a small team, I work with a small group, but at the same time, what I don't want is to fall into the other trap that South Africans do sometimes, where you go like, I'll keep the price cheap, and then you come to the show and you go like, yeah, I can see the price was cheap here. And then you go, this wasn't on the standard of an international show. And so if I'm bringing you a show, I have to bring it to you at the standard that I do all of my shows all over the world. That's one thing I always tell my fans. I go, thank you. That's the most important thing, thank you. Because I know that it is not easy. I know that a ticket is expensive. I also know that I will make it worth your while. I will say though, as a South African and as a performer, I go, we have to value our own. You know, we really, really have to value our own. If we pay for our own are more likely to stay here because they feel appreciated and they can create more. We've got to build the industries here. When I'm doing the Dome, it's not just Trevor Noah. I'm hiring people. I'm hiring South African production companies. I'm hiring South African camera crews specifically. I'm hiring South African people who are going to be managing the venue. I'm hiring South African comedians. So this is not a show of me, this is a show of us. We're making history together, and I'm proud that people are willing to come and be a part of that. Yeah.